Hi YouTube! It's time for a video that I've never really done before, but this video is about a life hack. I guess they're called life hacks. Anyway, I'll show you guys one life hack that has made my life more awesome. But this is specifically for uncomfortable high heels. Let's get to what I want to talk about. So, let's say... Now granted, if you're buying really nice designer shoes, I imagine they're probably pretty comfortable to begin with. But if you're like me and you buy, like, I don't know, I got these at Ross when I was visiting the States, and I actually like them a lot, but as you can see here, it's toeless, and these are cheap, they're not real leather, okay? So it's not comfortable. And oh gosh, I don't remember when the first time I wore these, but it was a couple years ago. I wore these when I went down to Yokohama with my friends, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna spend all day down in Yokohama, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, and the ends of these rubbed against my feet so badly, and the back of it rubbed against my feet so badly. I had blisters by the time we even got to Yokohama. So, you know, like anybody in that situation, I had band-aids on me, so I just covered my feet in band-aids. My foot looked like a mummy. It was so covered in bandages. And I think, like, if you have, like, a uncomfortable back of the shoe, or, like, here, it'll really, like, you know, it rubs against your heel, even if you're wearing hose or stockings and stuff. You know, it's not as uncomfortable, but, you know, sometimes, I did, like, a little modeling shoot where I wore these with bare feet, and you can do that too. But this always rubs against my heel, and it gives me a terrible blister. And I have found a way to avoid that, not using band-aids, saving yourself the pain to begin with. And it's actually something really, really easy that anybody can do. So the first thing you need is felt. So these shoes are black, so I got black felt. Get felt in whatever color you think fits best for the shoe. That way, like, so if you don't cut it completely evenly or something, it doesn't really show. So, for example, this shoe's really strappy, so what I did was cut the felt into strips. Let me get my good Fiskars here, and I'll just show you guys an example. I'm right-handed, let me get this way. So I would say, you know, it depends on the size, like what kind of, you know, piece of the shoe that you're putting it on. But for those straps, I would cut just a piece of felt, about that big. And we would attach it inside. It looks a little funny here because I already have this attached inside of the shoe. But you would attach it on the inside of the shoe. So it actually gives you a little bit of padding there. And this is amazing. So I did it here and across here and up here, but just on the edges. You don't have to worry about cutting this perfect shape out unless you really want to. You know, you're a pattern genius and you can just, you know, eyeball that and get that all perfect and everything. And of course, this is, once again, if you have like wonderful... Sorry. If you have wonderful designer shoes that are really comfortable to begin with, I imagine if you're buying really expensive shoes, I would hope they're comfortable. If not, maybe you need to reevaluate your life. If you're spending that much money and your shoes are still uncomfortable. But if you're like me and you have to, and sometimes you buy cheaper shoes, felt, and a glue gun. Make sure it's high temp. I don't have a lot of luck with low temp guns, but please be careful with these. Jeez. I burned myself really bad last year. Not from doing this, but a different project. I think in the States and stuff, I usually see like clear glue sticks, but the one I found were brown. But it's fine because I'm using black felt anyway. It's not a big deal. So you get this heated up, and you know, put a generous amount, but put a responsible amount. Remember, guys, do not burn yourself. But once again, put a responsible amount under the strap of this shoe. As you can see here, you can't really see it because it's black and it matches. And isn't that the most wonderful thing? Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And let's talk about the heel part. This is like this little zipper fastener, and on this side you can see I actually glued felt all the way up here because this was chafing my heels. And it works really, really well. And I and actually glued it all the way down to the base of the shoe. Once again, as you can see, I cut just a little strip here and just glued it down. And it actually stays put when you're walking. So it's really, 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 really convenient. It's really easy. You know, you can get a glue gun pretty much anywhere, glue sticks pretty much anywhere. Felt is not difficult to find. Or if you have that shoe that you love, and I absolutely love these shoes, but maybe they're like slightly too big in the heel, but like you tried the next biggest size and it was too big. I put a strip, sort of a thicker strip down here to once again to prevent chafing on the heel. And then I put an extra little strip on top here to really make it perfectly snug for my feet. And once again, this is a great thing to do because you can layer up the felt as you like. I would suggest just making, for each layer, make them a little bit longer for each one, because that way it's bonding onto the shoe and not to the felt, and it won't be prone to fall off. Once the stuff is bonded to the shoe, it doesn't fall off. So I've worn these to hell and back, and that has not slipped. So I guess you could use super glue, but I prefer to use hot glue for this kind of stuff because it's more forgiving than that. And it's also good because, you know, people's feet are not, you know, the right foot is not the same size as the left foot. So sometimes, like, I have a right shoe, actually this is my left shoe, yeah. My right shoes tend to fit a lot better, but my left shoes tend to be a little bit big because my left foot's smaller than my right one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this method. Once again, all you need is felt and a glue stick and some glue and some scissors and just a common, you know, just a pretty common sense idea of how to fit this stuff in your shoe. So please try it at home, and I hope you all have more comfortable walking experiences. Goodbye!